kidding.
Back at DeVos Place, and that's where we find Andy Curtis. Andy, how's your back after going down that slide?
It looked a little rocky, a little rough around the edges.
I can confirm that at my age, I don't recommend it. So if you're anything, I don't know, above 10 years old, probably not a good idea. Just maybe look, but don't do it. But that's my public service to everybody watching this morning. I do these things not because I want to, but because it serves the people of West Michigan. I probably saved countless folks that would have tried that very same thing here this weekend at DeVos Place, because that's where we find ourselves. The West Michigan Home and Garden Show. It started yesterday, runs through the weekend downtown Grand Rapids, and it not only has swing sets and slides and gazebos and patios for you to look at and dream about as spring quickly approaches, but there's also a lot of seminars going on, and one of the key speakers this weekend is Diane Devereaux. Mm-hmm. You are the canning diva.
That's right. That's right. That's me.
Expert on all things canned, fermented, freeze-dried. Am I missing anything here?
Dehydrated and freezing techniques, anything all food preservation.
All food preservation. Yeah. So you're going to be giving 3 different demonstrations today, Saturday, and Sunday. Give us a little example of what we can expect.
So today at 4 o'clock, I'll be talking about pickling and fermenting.
Okay, and that would be for our example purposes, these 2 cans here, right?
Yep.
Now, are these both pickled? Or?
These are pickled items. I'll be bringing the fermented items with me. I'll have a fermenting kit. Okay. We'll be able to engage. I really make my seminars informational, but also people have to leave there knowing, okay, I learned something.
Right.
So lots of Q&A will be taking place, and then Saturday at 3 o'clock, I will be doing Dehydrating 101. And so that's all your dehydrating information, and then I've kind of tossed in some freeze drying in there as well, mainly for comparison purposes, but also because this has become very popular. There's freeze dryers out there in the home now, and people want to learn how to do it. And then lastly, on Sunday at 1 o'clock, I will be doing canning fundamentals. I know, that's my forte, but water bathing, pressure canning, digital canning, all things home canning, so that people, if they're gardening this season, first time or veteran, it doesn't matter, they can learn how to put food in jars.
And that's the biggest problem that I think a lot of people run into, because I assume people out there watching right now are at the same level of gardening that we are at my house, where some things we have too much of, other things we couldn't even get to sprout. Gotcha. But we had too many tomatoes at the end of the year, and we didn't really have the education and the know-how about what to do with them. And canning is a good avenue for that.
Absolutely. It's a perfect avenue because your shelf life is upwards of 5 years.
Wow.
So yeah, while it's awesome to freeze drying is a form of food preservation, it's limited. You have 3 to 6 months to use that up before it starts getting freezer burned or tasting like your freezer. Sure. Whereas canning, it opens the doors to so many amazing things, home cooked meals, meal preparation, you name it.
And what's the biggest misconception people have about canning? If there's one thing that you want to give to the viewers out here right now, one thing that they, it's not as hard as it sounds.
No, that's just it. The biggest misconception is that I'm going to kill my family. It's so
that's
scary.
That's a pretty big worry, though.
Oh, and it is. And I'm not trying to make light of it. What my goal is to educate you.
Yeah.
I have to remove that fear. I have to make it easy, break the steps down, give you some science and math. Next thing you know, you're addicted. It is awesome. You'll be doing it season after season.
All right, Dan, you're going to be giving away, raffling off some books at each of the shows. Tell us more about where people can find you. Do you got social media? Do you have a website?
Yes. So what I'll be doing is at each seminar, I'll be doing a separate raffle. So 3 opportunities to win a copy of my latest book, Meals in a Jar. You can go to canningdiva.com for more details. I even have the show span link there, so if they wanted to purchase tickets. And then social media is always going to be Canning Diva.
You can find her pretty much anywhere, and we'll have those links on our website, fox17online.com. In addition to all ticket prices and parking information, everything else you need to know about the West Michigan Home and Garden Show starting yesterday, but running through the weekend here at DeVos.